Good afternoon, YouTubers. This is a 45-day update on the 75-gallon tank. Just wanted to let you guys know that the tank is coming along pretty good and the plants are really growing in. I'll give you a quick view of the tank. As you can see, the Rotella macranda is really growing well. It's actually overlapping itself at the surface. You can see the intense burgundy color. I'm not sure if it's going to come out in this video, but there is an intense burgundy color on the plants. The Potassium yadabianus is really coming along. If you remember the first video, there were only 3 stems, so it's filling in nicely, and I've cut it back several times. The Potassium erectum is coming along. Of course, this is newly planted. It's only been here about 2 weeks, and I had a bout with hair algae, which I've eliminated, and you can still see some of the remnants on some of the plants, but you can see that it is dead. So I solved that problem, of course, with Excel. Seachem's Excel works great. I just use a minimum dose. I don't use the full dose. You got to be careful with it, but it does eliminate hair algae. So I just want to let you know that. You can still see some of the remnants on the Ecuadorian species, and but the leaves are coming back. It still has a little bit of algae left on them, but they're coming back. And as you can see, there's growth off the stems, so it's going to fill in nicely. The Ludwigia atlantis is really growing in. As I said, you really have to go back to the first video just to see how the tank has really progressed. The Amania gracilis, I've cut that stem. Originally it were 2 stems, and if you notice, there are plants that when I cut them, of course, they bud from the stem, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants. And I know it's difficult to see, but there are about 5 or 6 plants of this beautiful red plant. The eelgrass, or the Vallisneria nana, is really coming along. It's really growing. It's really filling in the tank. I'll show you on the other. You can see the runners here. Of course, this is an easy plant to grow. The Sagittaria has come back, so it's really growing. The Glossostigma is filling in, but it's not filling in at the rate I would really like for it to. And I think the problem is, and I've started dosing, so hopefully in the next video you'll be able to see the difference. But I think there's a potassium deficiency as well as a phosphorus deficiency. You've got to dose with the macro elements as well as the trace elements. And by macro elements I mean nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. You've got to do that, otherwise you run into you'll start seeing it on the leaves. You don't get the robust growth that you really should have. And I've noticed that in the Ludwigia ovalis, it's not really growing like the ones at home. Of course, part of that is due to the fact that it had algae on it, but part of it, I believe, is a deficiency in the elements that are in the tank. After a while, you do have to dose with the macro elements. But some plants are really ill-affected by it. But I can see it in some of the plants and the lack of robust growth in some of the plants. So just wanted to give you a quick update on the tank. As I said, it's really growing in nicely. So you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching my video.